What up, guys? My name is Trenten Merrill. I'm at the Chula Vista Elite Athlete Training Center, and I'm going to show you what a typical workout day looks like when you got a hamstring strain or an injury or something like that. I'm going to show you what I do. I'm going to take you through my day, through my workouts, what I'm focusing on, what my warm-up looks like, and then mentally how I overcome the injury and how I refocus on the things that I can gain during an injury so I'm better when I come back to practice. So, yeah, with the hamstring strain, like, it was interesting because it wasn't something that happened like before where maybe I jumped or I sprained it and my hamstring like cramped up or I felt a pop or something. It was different this time. It was like overtraining. I remember doing like 8+ weeks in a row of training hard, 6 days a week, 1 to 3 times a day. And then, I mean, mentally I was just hungry and getting after it. And then it was like one day we had hills and we were doing hill sprints. And I remember on the first one I was like, dude, my hamstring feels like it wants to cramp up. And it didn't cramp up. It was just like that sore feeling like it was about to. And so I was like, okay, let me just be mindful, and kept training and stuff. And then it just didn't go away. And so after like a month of it not doing anything, then Jeremy, my coach, told me to get an ultrasound. We got an ultrasound and we were like, oh, it's a high hamstring strain but low grade. So we're like, all right, let's kind of keep training on it and just try and like not go over 70%. And but that's hard to do, you know, to be in normal practices, jumping and sprinting, and try and decrease your intensity. And so then it took some time for me to be like, all right, dude, this isn't working. I saw like a little bit of progress, but I was like, I'm still having problems. So it was like week 10 or something like that, and then I like reached out to one of my old coaches, Dan Paff, and talked to him, and he was like, dude, that your hamstring injury, even if it's a high hamstring, low grade, whatever, he's like, it should have been healed in 3 to 4 weeks. And so then he taught me a lot about like what to do, hamstring protocol, and so that's what I've been doing. And after the first week, I started to notice progress. Second week, I was like pain-free and like ankle dribbles. So I'm like, dude, let's go. Because for me, I'm like, one, I'm a man that needs to be detail-oriented and planned, and so I like having programs and like methodical, tested programs. And he helped explain a lot of that, like how even the Eastern Europeans came up with a hamstring protocol. And so teaching me all this stuff, it gave me confidence in the program. And I talked to Jeremy. Jeremy's like, dude, if there's anybody that I trust, it's Dan. We're gonna stick to it. So it was cool kind of having a resource like Dan, and then talking to my coach Jeremy. And Jeremy, like, it's awesome because he's like, at the end of the day, he's like, dude, you're the captain of the ship, and I just want to help you get to that 8-meter goal. Like, I know what you're capable of, and I don't care who helps, you know, because at the end of the day, it's about getting you to this goal. And a coach like that is someone that I like to have in my corner. Like, when I go in the ring, I want that guy in my corner because he's willing to look at outside resources to help me become the best athlete I can be. So yeah, love like more confirmation of how great my team is and the resources that I have. And yeah, so far we're in like week 3 of this new protocol, and I'm already noticing progress. So hamstrings still bug me, but we're still getting progress, so that's what's important. And just gotta stay focused and stay disciplined. Today, so I'm gonna do some dribbles, but I'm not gonna do it on my sprint leg today. I'm going to do some dribbles in this leg today because yesterday I did it on my sprint leg, and I want to do it in this leg, get a little bit different feedback. And then I'm going to do either a bike workout or on the runner machine right here. So I'm going to decide which one I want to use. And then if I feel good, body feels good, I may do some like box plyometric to try and get some more stimulus. But I'll just be doing some drills, like long jump drills, to where I can get the feeling of long jump without putting stress on this hamstring. So again, the closer I can get to having those feelings and like mind-body connection of my actual event, the better I'll be when I'm healthy and I return. So I have like a list of stuff, and then it's kind of like being mindful and then choosing and attacking on the I guess the biggest bang for your buck. It's like priming the body right now. So I kind of like to start like from my head down. So it also kind of gives you a nice little check-in on your body, like what's going on with your body, what's not moving right, and then I'll focus on that. But I'll go through a series of mobility and core exercises. One, to get like mobility in the joint, and two, to prepare my body to be strong enough to handle impact. So some of them are like core exercises to make your body like primed and ready, like the muscles have been activated for practice, for power. And then most of it is a lot of like joint mobilization, like going through a lot of spinal like movements, because a lot of that is related to my hamstring, and I've had a series of back pain issues. So a lot of it is like what I like to call prehab. So the stuff I do before a track workout that keeps me healthy. And before it was a rehab tool that I used to get healthy when I was injured. And then once I was healthy, it became a prehab tool. And so these are things that as you get more I guess a veteran athlete, you have certain things that your body needs in order to perform. So these are a series of exercises that I need in order to perform. Helps keep me healthy and helps keep me moving, man. For younger athletes, when you're, or any athlete, matter of fact, that's a team, you got a team. If you're injured, you don't want to isolate the injured athlete. You actually want them to still come out and practice, because then you still feel like you're part of the team, and mentally you're like, you still want to work. So you can, like, just me being out here, I don't have to be out here, no one's keeping me accountable, it's all on me. But when you come out here, then you're seeing other people put in the work. You're like, all right, what can I do? And your brain starts to figure out, like, problem solve, like, how can I get better today? So that's why it's important, like, even if you're injured, still go to practice, because there's still something you can do, and it still keeps you in that mindset of like that team atmosphere. Workout, you know, when you're going through an injury, give you some advice on anybody that's going through injuries, what I do, what I think you should do. And I think the biggest takeaway, if you didn't see that and you just skip it to the end, is remember there's always some more stuff that you can work on. There's always some place in your either your body or your mind that you can continue to grow. So that was today, that was a recap, and now I gotta go eat, rest up, and get back to it again tomorrow.